Yeah. Yeah, we in the building tonight.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, so I want everybody to know, y'all know who it is. Your boy R-Roll, Big FTC, Big Apex shit. And we are here. We are in the building. First of all, let me let everybody know. Appreciate all of y'all liking and tuning in and subscribing and following us on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and all the podcasting joints. We just got a TikTok, so we on TikTok and then and Threads though. But without further ado,
all right,
I'm over here sitting with one of the most recognized producers. Not in only Northern Virginia, because you got work that done traveled out of state a couple of times. You feel me? More than a couple. And then I got this new breath of fresh air sitting across from me. I'm in the building with Black Ceasar and Siah. We over here shooting this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know
what I'm saying? What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling?
Hey, I'm good, man. I appreciate you having us on here for real.
I think it's overdue. It's overdue. And I think like with the first couple episodes, I think this is a thing that it's here to stay. And I think
definitely,
and I think that we're definitely here to shoot the shit with people that need to tell their stories when it comes to this music shit. You know what I'm saying? So how y'all feeling today, man?
I'm blessed.
Man, I'm great, man. First, I want to give shout out to my son Eli, turned 22 years old today.
Shout out to Eli.
Happy birthday. That's a blessing, man. When you got black man that live over the age of 21, man, you accomplished.
Yes.
So, he's 22 today.
God bless.
And thank God that he's here. So that's a blessing for me in itself.
That's what I'm talking about. So Siah, man, what's up with you? How you feeling today, man?
Hey, man, I'm blessed. Every day I wake up, feet hit the floor. It's one day for me to get more. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that, brother. So let me tap into this shit real quick. So shout out to Master Hurricane because he out here.
Hurricane, that's my partner.
You know what I'm saying? Because
he a monster.
You know what I'm saying? Kane out there doing what he doing. So he was supposed to be part of the joint. So we gonna keep this joint rolling. All right, let me ask y'all some questions real quick, and let me just so these people can understand. Black Ceasar, you first. Who is Black Ceasar and where are you from?
Man, I'm born, raised, bred in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Born in Alexandria Hospital. Lived there for my elementary years. Moved to Woodbridge when I was in my those years that really counted.
Mm-hmm.
Moved back to Alexandria. Now I'm in Fredericksburg now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm Virginia born and raised, but I got for me, I always tell people I'm DMV, but I got a New York state of mind, man. I love that boom bap,
that era.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's me, but Virginia is Virginia, man. Even though I got problems, I love Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia for lovers, that's what they say, right?
I feel like with Virginia, man, I'm like being from Virginia, people don't understand the influence that we really got. Nah. So with that, and we gonna get into this deep. We here tonight.
Yeah.
We here tonight. So
I ain't holding shit back. I ain't holding shit back.
Talk your talk, King.
Talk your talk.
Hey, all right. So Siah, man, tell the people who not familiar with you, who is you and where you from?
Who is I am Siah. Siah stands for Shhhh is always here.
Mm-hmm.
Shhhh is my real name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Shhhh is always here. I'm born and bred pretty much here in Virginia. Fredericksburg, Virginia, my base.
Right.
But
shout out to Berg.
Always Fredericksburg, F. Berg. Y'all already know. 2 up, 2 down. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
But my mother's roots is from New York.
Mm.
So you know how it is when you're growing up. They send your ass up there every summer. So I was in New York most of the summers, or I was in North Carolina most of the summers, or I was in Philly. My pops is from Philly and shit. So you know what I'm saying. I kind of bounced around, but I'm based here. I went to school here. You know what I mean. I graduated here. You know what I mean. People know me here. You know
right.
What I mean?
So at the end of the day, like you being from you being from Fredericksburg, you got family in Philly and New York. Two of the, if we would say, like, when it comes to, like, this rap thing.
Mecca shit.
Yeah, they're like Meccas, like, when it comes to spitting.
Real tight.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's crazy, because, you know, you have a brother right here that's from here, you from here. Mm-hmm. He says he got that New York state of mind.
Always.
And that, you know, where you coming from with you being in here and then going to New York and, you know, for the summer and doing the thing, you know, in Philly. Yo, that's incredible. So it makes this next part right here. So, like, how did y'all, like, link together? How did y'all link?
The dynamics, the common link, Master Hurricane. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
I met Hurricane through actually a childhood friend of mine. We went from elementary to middle school to high school together. Mm-hmm. And he was always into music. I was more so, like, I played instruments. I was in, like, band and whatnot. He was always singing and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And pretty much after high school, like, he heard that he heard some of my freestyle tapes. And he was already doing music with Hurricane.
Right.
And Hurricane, you know, he just got into his production. Like, he had been doing it for a few years, but he had just got into it, like, really, like, he had a conglomerate of different groups. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Like, you know what I mean? How many artists it was in that building when I first came in there?
Deep.
Like, right. It was deep. And they kind of took me and my man on, you know what I'm saying? It was a duo, me and my partner, Tanner, you know what I'm saying? We came out as a duo, whatever. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Hurricane, he put us on. That's how I met. That's how I met C's. You know what I mean? And rest in peace, my nigga Big Cat.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he the one that introduced us. You know what I'm saying? He passed some years back, but we still keep his memory popping. You know?
So basically, what you're saying is, it was already in the universe. It just took time to line it up. But like, because everybody be like, it's on timing. Everything is in timing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So with that being said, like, I'm gonna go to C's, right? Because you know you got a spittle on your hands right there. And how do you classify? Like, how would you describe your production?
My production, I'm like, you gotta understand the dynamics. So me, I come from an era of boom bap or whatever, and I don't really compromise. But the cool thing was when I was really getting in my production bag, I linked with Kane at that time, and he has a very open mind. I've never really derivated from my boom bap and what I do. I may add drums and this, like different types of drums. I may add different types of sounds, but I've always been what I am. But Kane is that derivative, that kind of, you know, we balance each other. But as far as I go, like, my background is I started out as a rapper, and I eventually, like, when I don't know if any of y'all know, like, the Nova, like, as far as everything go, like, my shit go way back. So a lot of people know, like, Go-Go and XYZ. You know the Bird family, XYZ.
Shout out the Birds.
First nigga that I seen rap was Clyde Mason and Rasan Bird at Saunders, when Saunders was the Garfield substation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but Saunders was like the school, and then they changed it to the Plaza Building. I'm sorry, Plaza Building. That was the first nigga that I've really seen rap.
Wait.
Before Go-Go.
Hold on, time out.
I'm telling you some real shit.
OG check.
Time out. All right. The Palazzo Building used to be a middle school.
Saunders Middle School. That's where I went my 6th
grade
year. Hold on.
Let me drop a bomb on that, because I didn't know that today. Yo.
I lived on there Crest Drive. Okay. Like literally I could walk to school. But the Bird family, especially Rasan, Clyde Mason, these were the first niggas that I saw that rapped. Like, when, like, it was a middle school talent show. And I was trying to get in the the talent show, and I recited Kool Moe Dee. That was my nigga. But
Yeah.
I didn't know like you could write your own lyrics. Rasan and Clyde Mason was the first niggas that I seen rap that wrote they shit before Go-Go, before Rasan was in Go-Go. That nigga, I don't care what nobody say.
So Rasan would be Spanky, right?
Spanky, absolutely.
Spanky, okay.
That nigga was the first nigga that I seen rap, and once I seen him do it,
right.
I was like, I gotta do this shit. I gotta do this shit. He was the first nigga in Woodbridge that him and Clyde Mason was the first niggas I knew that rapped. Nobody else rapped. It was all Go-Go.
Fuck you up.
But when I seen them, I was reciting Kool Moe Dee, but these niggas had their own raps.
Was it Wild Wild West? I
Nah,
came
my
from
nigga.
the underground.
Nah, my nigga, I did How You Like Me Now. I did How You Like Me Now. Like I was going on LL.
Oh shit!
How You Like Me Now. But I was embarrassed after that point.
That was
like these niggas showed me like, yo, you got to do your own original shit. Like hip hop was such a new concept to me. At that time, like I listened to it, but I was like, yo, I didn't know like I can go and write my own shit. So I started writing my own shit. The first rap I wrote was about in Alexandria. We had the meat man, the meat man that would sell meat off the truck.
The Swans man. Well, with that pause, like you said, the meat man, but you know what I'm saying?
And then the big metal truck, with the refrigerator in the back.
Yeah, Swans man.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Swans man.
He said, I know you know.
Yo, I wrote my first rap. My first rap that I wrote was about the meat man. Like I was like talking shit about writing about, you know what I'm saying? Like getting meat off the truck. Like, yo, I'm just telling you.
His first rap was about the meat man.
The meat man.
You was mad at the meat man. You had some.
No, I love the meat man because, like, my nigga.
Oh, so you was big up on it. You was big up
broke. And you in the Alexandria projects and shit like that, this is when, like, town was real heavy. And, you know what I'm saying? You go out in the goddamn, right there in Alexandria, the heat of things. Yeah. Where the skate ring was over there. And, like, this was before crack hit. Like, I seen that shit before crack hit.
That nigga said before crack hit.
Before crack hit. And then I seen crack hit. That's why we moved to Woodbridge.
Right.
But the meat man was the nigga that would come, and this was before Murray Steakhouse. Well, Murray Steakhouse was out.
Murray's was the shit.
Murray's was the shit.
Yeah, Murray's
but like on some real shit.
Or them steakums.
When that meat man came through, you was gonna get a discount. You was gonna get some. And I wrote about that shit, the meat man. Like it was my first rap. That's the craziest shit. I know y'all gonna laugh at me, but I don't give a fuck. My first rap was the meat man.
Hey man, the meat man motivated a rap, boy.
Yo,
go ahead with it.
But
he had beef.
Like I said, he had beef, he had pork, that motherfucker had chicken, whatever you wanted. The meat man would come with that truck.
That's just like down like the meat man like pause. like the meat man, right? Like, all right, fuck it. The Swans, man. We're gonna just put his name up. The Swans, man.
Nigga sound better. Sound real better. Yeah, real better.
Yo, this shit's wild.
The Swan man did what?
I'm sorry.
No.
Back to the Swan.
No. We good. But nah, it's just like how, cause you had like the butchers, you had like, cause down like I got family down in North Carolina, like a Hosky, North Carolina, so. That's where you got like Butcher Block, Piggly Wiggly, shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like when you saying the guy coming through in the van with the assortment of
it was like an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Like it came through and we got steaks, we got chicken, we got everything. Like
we got the freeze on the back of that bitch.
We got the freeze on that joint. But like I said, but all, like real spill, the first nigga that I heard rap in Woodbridge in Alexandria, Virginia. Clyde Mason and Rasan Bird before Spanky got in the go-go. That nigga did the talent show. He was in the 8th grade. I was in the 6th. And that's what propelled me to say, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can
it was kind of like it was kind of like motivation to a degree. Okay.
I mean, and Levon, shout out to Levon Bird. We was in Mr. Lushing's 6th grade math class. Like if you're in Northern Virginia, you gotta know goddamn Bird. goddamn it. If you in Woodbridge, you gotta know a
Yeah, you know,
bird.
they deep. Shout out like again.
Explain to the. I'm not from this, so can you tell me who
Nah,
he is? So can I know who he is?
These niggas is like the Jacksons of Woodbridge.
Shut the
All
fuck
of them
up.
can play fucking motherfucking instruments. Yeah. They all dope. They all light skinned except for Rasan.
Yeah.
And they do their thing. Like
Yeah.
like if you in like the Woodbridge area,
That's
you're
the-
gonna know a motherfucking bird.
You gonna know somebody over off extension or something like that. So, but they good peoples though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to them because they with them, like, you know, as far as the go-go culture is concerned around our area, they definitely put their work in that.
But the thing
Shout
is,
out to
like I
Go-Go.
said, that's why I'm
Shout
saying
out
what
to
I'm
the
saying.
Go-Go shit.
Nobody didn't know that Rasan, and I was one of the forefronts in hip hop in the Woodbridge and Northern Virginia area. It had it not been for Rasan and Clyde, I would not be where I am right now.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real spill. I gotta put that out there.
Yeah.
Like, everybody look at him for go-go, but he was crucial for the rap game as far as what we were doing. Because at the time, it wasn't nothing but go-go. So, but before go-go, that nigga, he rapped. Real spill.
Say less. How they said, the more you know. So with that being said, like, so, like, how long you been doing this, Siah? Because he just broke this down. Like, he ain't been doing this for a long time, but like, how long?
He been doing it for a long time.
I've been doing it from the womb, bro.
Right.
Real life. Music is just in me. You know what I mean? I play instruments. I wrote poems. I got some awards in like elementary, like third grade. You know what I'm saying? Like for writing poems, haikus and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then in middle school, I went into band and I was like, you know what I'm saying, the instruments. And then in high school, I was in the marching band. I never really did the chorus thing. I was always just a fan of hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, but like my cousin, Master Ace, he from New York.
Master Ace is your cousin?
Yeah, he's my second cousin on my dad's side.
Goddamn.
No bullshit.
Goddamn, Master Ace. The symphony. Goddamn, that's the symphony. That's goddamn.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Second cousin. It's like it's in my veins anyway. You know what I'm saying? Always in the music. I never really wanted to get into writing my own rhymes. I just was in the freestyling like after high school. You know what I'm saying? That kind of turned me on to, man, all right, freestyle some shit that's nice, but man, I can put the pen to the pad and shit and make it real nice. You know what I'm saying? And that's what got me onto that. And then, you know, from there, just excel. Like, after I had kids, I was like,
how many
this is my hobby thing. I'm already working. You know, this is what I'm good at. I like doing. It's fun to me. You know what I'm saying? I got some substance. I don't like to hear rap that don't got substance. They don't got a meaning at the end of the.
You know what? I mean? You know what? Like, and I'm gonna just not to cut you off. Like, I digged into your your latest project, which is called "Listen to a King."
Correct.
Which is all on all streaming platforms.
Don't listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't listen. Grab you some if you want some.
Grab you some. Now, I feel like when I'm listening to this project you got, I feel like what you're saying on this is well put together. I can honestly say that a lot of these records on here you was experimenting with.
I was.
Okay. So, out of all these records that you got on here, which do you feel is the standout record off this project?
All right, so that's a double entendre. So all right, so for me or for the masses? Because for me it's different than I feel for the masses.
All right, so give me both.
I'm emotionally drawn to you know a couple of tracks off of there for particular reasons. However, I know the masses go for a couple of other ones probably before they go for.
All right, so give me your three and give me the masses' three.
All right, smoke and drink.
Okay,
that will go for the masses.
Mm-hmm.
What you played for the introduction.
Are you ready?
That will go for the masses.
That's my favorite.
That's why I said the masses.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, not to cut you off again. I ain't gonna hold you. When I heard it, all right. So let me get the synopsis before we get in there, because you got two for the masses. We still ain't got your person there, but let me just give you this little quick story real quick, right? Mm-hmm. So I see these guys. This is like a month or two ago. I see these guys working with you, right? And I'm like, oh, they got an artist. I said, okay. All right, let's see what he's talking about. So I'm talking to him. We set up the interview. You know what I'm saying? Because the main reason is for real, is to showcase what they're doing and what you're doing.
Their
you know,
production, right.
You know what I mean? Because you just dropped. Mm-hmm. So I throw in the tape. Damn, I said I throw in the tape. Nigga, I play the tape. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got no motherfucking joint on my work truck. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, nigga. What we talking about?
Get to the check.
You know what I'm saying?
Get to the chicken, nigga.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to it. And I said, okay. So the theme. Listen to a king, and with the little skits, it was giving me like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings type vibes. But then when you break it down and then it goes into the records, it's like, oh shit, hold up now, like hold up, what we got here?
Yeah,
and you gotta I listened to it enough to say like I can honestly say like these were records that you put together. Like I said, some records you were experimenting with. You just throw them out there.
Yeah.
But at the same token, that was a noble feat because most people won't do that. They'll keep that shit lock and key. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think it was... Let me see.
I could already... Boy, because I did that so much, like, you know what I'm saying? My archival files are stupid. And I lost a lot. I just you know, those are just jewels for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't give them out. So within the last year and a half, not even a year and a half, a year and like 2 months, I just recorded like over 140 songs.
Damn! Hold on. Goddamn! Hold on. What was the timeline again? Over
like a year and 3 months, something like that.
Damn!
And that's 8 hours. That's 8 hours a month. 2 hours a week.
Now, there's only one person that I can sit there and say, besides him, that has a catalog. Like, if you saying that you didn't record 104 in a year, right?
140, bro.
140 in a year. There's only one person, and that's the artist Noya out of Woodbridge.
I must step
Work
in.
like that?
No. Hold up. No, I'm not saying. No, hear what I'm saying. I'm saying like when y'all say that y'all got these motherfucking records. Like I'm talking about. Like me, I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna be real. Like me, like when I was doing it, I'm a project by project nigga. Like, I'm not sitting there like, yo, I got to have the motivation to record. I got to have, like, the purpose to record.
All the elements.
I got to have all of this to record. Yeah. I'm not just recording just to record.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's probably been one of my downfalls because my output wasn't a lot. But when I look at y'all brothers that's cranking with 140 in a year, the Noble Feeder had 30 tracks in a month. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna put it like this.
I salute anybody grinding like that.
We come from a generation where when you in the studio, you have to have your shit prepared. You have to be quick. You have to be able to knock shits out. So he comes from that era. When I worked with Dami, we did that shit. The thing is,
shout out to Dami.
Yeah. Dami. Shout out Dami.
Mike Walker, all of it. Like, we've done this shit. But what I commend him on is he's pushed it out. There's many records that we have been involved in that have not come out. We come from a generation that, like, when you go to the studio, back in the days, you had to pay for the studio. So time was money.
Man, look.
Literally, when I started first producing, I'm going to be real with you. I had to go into the studio with crates of records. And I created the goddamn production on the spot. And the niggas recorded to it. So we was on a quick goddamn time crunch. He comes from that era. He comes from the era where it's like, yo, you got to come out and you got to knock motherfuckers out. So what made me feel good, like, I did the joint with Dami. I did the joint with Mike Walker. Dami's joint came out.
Mm-hmm.
But when my nigga Hurricane was fucking excited, like, because he had been kind of quiet for a minute.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I took a nice hiatus.
He took a hiatus.
I lost
so when he
I
came in, it was good to see my brother excited about doing it. And that's the beauty of us, is I know I can fall back, and he knows he can fall back. When I was doing the Mike Walker and the Dami joint, he fell back unless he needed something.
Right.
Or unless I needed something.
Right.
And it's vice versa. So
Prestige
when
team.
he was doing his joint, I was like, yo, y'all are in a zone. My nigga, I don't have to give this nigga Mini Me records because y'all are in a zone right now.
Mm-hmm.
I knew my place. I fell back. And they came out with some dope shit.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
I just gave the surf. I swear I just gave the surface.
But let me.
I've been recording so long. These
Right.
I had to get the first ones out. These are the ones that I originally
like
you know
these
what I'm
are
saying?
you giving them the testers and shit.
Boom. That's all they getting. It ain't even. I ain't even sprinkled in none of the. I got so much, bro. It's just
When
stupid.
I heard that,
it's
are
stupid.
you ready?
Yeah.
When I heard that shit,
that one was tough.
That's his
when
fave.
I heard that shit, I was like,
That's
yo,
that
woke me up. I was like, yo, Kane, what are we doing?
Like when I heard the Are We Ready record. Yeah, Are You Ready? Are We Ready? You know what I'm saying? Correct me. You know what I mean? When I heard that shit, I was like, the first thing it just put me in is like, it took me back to 1998. It made me
refreshing.
Think of Belly. You think of Belly,
bro. Like it took me to 1998. Like I'm walking through the club with
That's
the
what it's supposed to
like,
do.
You know, it gave
That's what it's supposed to do.
Like now for people that don't know, everybody know that sample comes from who?
Soul to Soul.
Soul to Soul. For people that don't know, when you hear the Are You Ready record, that is the same sample that they use in the Belly joint. Okay? Because everybody feels like the Belly intro was the most iconic intro of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Yes, hands down.
But back to these other 5 records. So the masses got Are You Ready? And what's the other ones? Smoke and Drink? Smoke and Drink. What's the other one?
Look, I think.
Yeah.
All right, Faith is on the line. I'm gonna put Faith out there.
Okay, you're gonna say Faith. Okay.
Faith is on the line. You know what I'm saying? Because it has like that old school appeal, but it also has a super message in there, and I think it'll appeal to like different genres. You know what I'm saying? And also different. You know what I'm saying? Generations and genres. Bro.
Okay, so
You
for
know
the
what I mean?
masses,
Rest in peace, George Mike.
So for the masses, we have Faith, Smoke and Drink, and Are You Ready?
Definitely.
Okay, those are the 3. Your personal 3.
Yeah, give us the personal 3. Shout out to the plug, goddamn.
That's always one of my personal.
Shout out to the plug, goddamn.
I mean, that's what they address me as. So, you know what I'm saying?
Plug.
Black Google. Shout out Black Google. You hear me? So shout out to the plug with being that mix. What's the last joint? Oh my gosh. The last joint on the album, I can't even remember the name of it right now. I can't even remember the name of it right now. And like, yeah, I know it's last on the album, but it's based on Stand By Me. Stand By Me. That's it.
Yep, Stand By Me. I was pulling up. I was going to
Stand By Me. That joint. What other one would I go with? Oh, the joint I got with Black Seas, of course.
Oh, I still got it.
Yeah, I still got it.
So
I got and shout out to Bentley. He's singing on that joint.
It's about Bentley.
Yeah.
Light skin Bentley.
Yeah, you know Bentley. He from up the way.
Yeah. Shout out Bentley.
Yeah,
Bentley, yo.
Bentley got vocals.
Yeah, Bentley got a lot of vocals and shit.
Very church on your ass, but it's very. He can go R. Kelly on you too. You know what I'm talking about? You can do it without the peeing on the film.
Yeah, pause.
Without that part.
No. We can't pause that. We had to pause the Meat Man shit because that shit was crazy. That shit was wild.
He had a whole song about the Meat Man.
The goddamn Meat Man was iconic. This was before there was a pause. Like there was no pause. We talking about in the 80s. We talking about in the 80s when I wrote my first rhyme.
So let me ask you this though, regarding the project. Mm-hmm. How much of production comes from the Prestige team?
100%. 100%. I actually, over those 140 songs, I worked with 6 producers, but 100% of that is Prestige team.
And monsters. And I'm gonna say this: like Hurricane took the bull by the horns on this whole shit. Like,
for sure.
I mean, I threw some records out there, but I believe in the creative process, and these brothers was in a zone and they was working. So for me, I just threw a record here and a record there. I didn't feel the need. Like my ego's not in it because when we talking Prestige scene, when Kane do something, I'ma always have my input. When I do something, Kane is gonna have his input.
Niggas
so
is
even if I don't
yin and yang. Them niggas is yin and yang, bro.
I'm gonna be involved and vice versa.
Yeah.
When he told me what they was doing, I was like, yo, that's dope. But I'm gonna throw this record here and this record there. Kane did majority of that album, I believe. Like I think on that particular project, I got some other joints with you, but I technically had one project, but they still he put it under Prestige team because that's what we do.
We work
family.
together.
We work together.
He gonna tell him, yo, nah, don't, do, or he gonna tell him, he gonna give him. They work together as a team, whether whoever's creating the beat.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's the glory of what you got, what he has, what Kane has, because it's the camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? Because I've watched these men for years. Like, you know, I think that all it takes is y'all, like everybody, to, like, not saying everybody, I'm talking about just y'all per se. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just take y'all to just keep dropping and just smashing shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel, honestly, like, if you want me to talk my shit, I feel like the biggest thing out here in Northern Virginia, for real, is that, like, people flock to popularity versus skill. Now, me personally, I will go out here and say this, right? Because I feel like I have the credentials to say this.
Go ahead.
A lot of motherfuckers ain't nice for real.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a 5%, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to really like knock all the other artists. Cause see, one thing I tell other artists, like, yo, you could be like, it's a difference when we categorizing nice. When we talking nice, we're not talking about today's rap.
No.
Because
we're talking about a lyrical.
Lyrical.
We talk about somebody talking about something. Yeah. They got some substance. Yeah. They got a nice beat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Production is stupid. Yeah. Cause persona is whatever.
Yeah. But I need to put this out there for everybody to understand. Like when people, like when we talking about niggas that's nice, it's lyrical content, the firepower, what you got, the bars and all of that.
Right.
I'm not worried about rolling 3-5 in a sheet and fucking bitches and shit on a record.
Thank you.
But at the same time,
thank you.
You know, for the younger generation, shit like that's nice to them.
But that's what's
you know what I'm saying?
So how you change the narrative though?
But you can't. Well, no. This is the way you change the narrative, right? And I'm gonna be honest, like it's all about finding that middle ground, and the middle ground is more so is like I used to be one of the older heads that would knock the young niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, this shit trash or whatever, this, and the third, you know, whatever.
Right.
But after I go out with my men and my lady or meet a lady friend at like what J2s or me that Babylon Woodbridge, or I might go out to Sterling
and they bumping that shit.
All that lyrical shit, nigga. I've never seen a chick bust that or pop that pussy the one mic. I've never seen that. Have anybody seen a female go ahead? Have you seen a female in the strip club pop that pussy to one mic? No. Have you seen that female pop that pussy to fucking Wu-Tang Triumph? No. Now, maybe Ice Cream Raekwon, maybe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But slide them in there.
But what people gotta understand is that I say that to say this though. Yeah, that shit was wild. That shit was wild.
I was kind of speechless. I'm not speechless. The nigga's speechless right now. But go ahead, talk your shit.
Nah, but like the way we find that meeting is like always understand like as far as the lyrical part, right?
You talking about making these young niggas listen?
Hold on. This is how you get them to listen, right? I'm tell you, because if you look at what J. Cole did, it's the same thing. J. Cole, for prime example. All right, so J. Cole, he did a record with Dirk, right? Mm-hmm. All right. I think that's a hot ass song. I like that better than the song that Dirk had with Drake, right? Okay. So, it's all about the meeting and the finding this. What I need both parties not to do is bash each other. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to embrace it. Because think about this. All right? You ready?
Ready.
When you go into the club, I just said what they not about to play in the strip club and what they not.
Right.
To set the tone of the vibe, you need them to set the tone of the vibe. But at the same time, they need the lyrical shit that really give you the in-depths of how this trench work really work from a higher level. Because it's like with these youngins, when they give you what they're seeing with their eyes, that's always been like, how can I put it? What they're seeing with their eyes,
their culture is different than ours.
No, it's not. Because
I feel like
no, I'm gonna tell you why it's not. Remember the old saying: the game will never change, but the players do. So when as the game changing, it's a little like it's not elevated. It's the same shit. It's just how you look at it. So what I'm saying is like how we get the young kids to listen. Because I used to be that old head. I used to be that old head.
You used to be that young nigga too, though.
Yeah, but that's what I forgot. You see what I'm saying?
That you used to be that young nigga.
Yes. So when I'm sitting there,
all right. So how you look up to the old heads?
So how I looked up to the old heads was like, as a young nigga, I'm like, yeah, man, all right, cool. That shit look boring. But then when you get older, you like, oh shit, like OG was saying some real shit. Because remember they said like it's how you interpret the jewels.
Mm-hmm. You know, and they come later as a motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's all about you like when you giving out the jewels, it's all about how one, the level of their mental state, how they can interpret them, and two, some older cats, right? Mm-hmm. They be on some bitch shit because, and I say this because.
Respectfully,
they will have all these jewels to give these youngins, but they won't give them to them because they have a fear of them passing them or some shit. You know what I mean?
All right, so
go ahead.
So I'm gonna break this down. When it boils down to it, is we have to get past the bullshit. So
to get to the youngins. That's what the whole topic of discussion. How you get to the youngest,
and even us, you have to allow them to do what they do. So he probably don't remember this, but there was a time, you know what I'm saying? Like this cat was going for position. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yo, da 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 da, OG, yo, it's my time now." You said this to me,
yeah,
and that was, but. As opposed to getting mad, I had to respect what the youngin was saying. Because at that time, it was his time. Now, had I gotten my feelings,
right,
and was like, yo, this is what I do, da-da-da-da, you do this, I had to allow him to fall into his role. My time, I'm not going to say my time had passed,
as you should,
but at that time, it was his time and the people in his times at that time. So what I can do is, for me, like some people don't like the term OG and XYZ.
Yeah.
when they started calling me OG, I embraced that.
Got
I
you.
felt yo, I've been doing this.
This is shit that pissed me off.
No.
How you gonna get mad at being called the OG?
How
many motherfuckers ain't make it to be the OG stats?
And that's the thing.
Just like he said, hold up, not to cut it off, but just like you said in the beginning, at your son's birthday today, how many black men get to make it to be
22?
22.
You know what I mean?
But here's the thing.
Come on, bro.
Just like
That's
my
a blessing,
son, just
bro.
like anybody else, I had to embrace what he was doing in the cast that was in that timeline, what they was doing. I could have won the Ego. Like I done did X, Y, Z. I done did this, and the third. But I had to let it ride. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I felt a little cut away because I'm an older nigga.
Yeah.
It's like, goddamn, this nigga just told me like my time is done. OG, yo, this is me. Like I'm doing my thing right now. Like, but the thing was, I had to step back.
That's prestige.
And look, and I had to allow.
It's called prestige.
I had to allow, and I had to not have my ego in it to allow this brother. And look at the platform he's on now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to be there because I could have burned that bridge just by letting my ego get into it.
I can honestly say around about that time, I probably was a dick. I was probably a little
bit. That nigga said a dick.
But he was fired though. This nigga was fired. This nigga was spitting. No. What niggas don't realize, no. I'm gonna say this right now because
he too modest,
and I don't watch the interviews and everything like that. But I'm gonna celebrate you right now. This nigga did the 30 for 30 series. Nobody in rap, and I'm not even gonna say the local area. Nobody has done anything like this. This nigga did motherfucking 30 goddamn bar like his lyrics, while other niggas did 30 motherfucking videos based on the whole concept of the 30 for 30 series on ESPN. Nobody has done that. This nigga did that, and he was in his bag. So when he told me, like when he said this, rewind. I'm telling you.
Say that again. He did what?
This nigga did 30 videos, rhymes. He brought people in. He had production. This nigga did what he did. And what did I have to do? At that point in time, that nigga was hot. I could have gotten my feelings. Nigga,
why was you getting your fucking feelings?
No, because I mean,
lost.
Because the way music and hip hop is, we are looking at certain position. And he told me. This nigga told me. We was in goddamn, it was K2s at the time.
Yeah.
This nigga told me, he said, oh, OG, your time is up. This is my time. Yeah. And I could have took that. I could have took it offensively, and I kind of did.
I'm trying to fit. No, but see,
but here's the thing.
He said, I might have been a dick at that time.
No. At that time,
I heard him say that he might have been a dick.
But let me say this.
At that time, I had to say.
But at the same time, if he was being real,
he was being real
too. Like,
and you know what?
Bro, your time, you just need to help me now.
I had to respect, and I had to step back what this nigga was doing.
But see,
that's the thing about hip hop.
He showed it.
The thing was, I could have gotten upset. I could have said, "Fuck this nigga."
You actually had to show and prove for him to.
But this nigga,
you shut him the fuck up.
No, he didn't shut me the fuck up. I was still doing my thing. But I was thinking about beats. But I had to respect.
But let me explain
what this man was doing.
But let me explain it though. Like so. This is.
I'm speaking real shit.
So at that time, I think when I said that comment, that was when I was like in my like obnoxious stage.
This was at the end of
it wasn't the end of
regime team.
Yeah, it was in his because I used to be part of a group, the regime team.
You was doing your thing,
and then we was doing our thing, and then I wanted to go solo,
and he was in his bag.
So when I went solo, right? Like I dropped Monday Night Raw 2, Monday Night Raw 1 and 2, right?
Before Griselda, this nigga was on the rap, like the wrestling shit. Myself too.
Yeah, we was on.
This nigga was on wrestling shit before Griselda.
Like Nick.
Let's just say,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
So when I dropped those, man, I ain't getting no love off them shits. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no love. I felt like certain niggas didn't want to fuck with me because I wasn't part of the group no more. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, fuck it, cool. Got my CDL, went cross country, right? Mm-hmm. So then that cross country shit didn't work. So I came back. I linked up with my nigga Black Mav. We started doing ciphers in the area. Actually, it was Black Mav and Bobby Soul first, and then they brought me in. So, because I think I had a little bit more reach with certain artists to pull them in.
Right.
So I started doing that. I started working with artists. I was giving artists game plans like, yo, if you do this, da-da-da-da-da. Now, when I came up with the idea 30 for 30, I'm telling artists like, yo, man, it'd be crazy if you just do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, at this time, I wasn't engineering for real. I was basic with it, very basic with it. And I'm like, yo, bro, I recorded for free. Just do the idea.
Yeah.
I remember my cousin. Shout out my cousin Ali, a.k.a. Bon Bon. He's like, cuz you ain't got to be telling these niggas shit because niggas can't understand it. And then I saw it on Facebook, no, not the book, it was the gram. It was like, don't be frustrated with yourself because people don't see the vision that you are having is for yourself.
Right.
So I started out because I was done with rap. Now, I get back into my bag. So 30 for 30 was me doing 30 videos, 30 freestyles over 30 iconic beats, 30, you name, the attire for 30 for 30 was with the sports. I never wore the same jersey twice.
Shut the fuck up.
Never wore the same jersey. I can say that I had the same player multiple times, which was Michael Jordan, but that's different. So I did 30 videos. So when I started...
It's safe to say you got over 30 jerseys.
Yeah, I used to be bigger, so I can't fit no more. You know what I'm saying? Well, the thing was, and then we're going to get back into y'all, because I feel like I got to explain this shit.
No. Because tonight, I don't give a fuck what other niggas did. Tonight, we're going to celebrate the whole culture of everything. I want to bring that shit out. This nigga is essential to the culture of what we do in Northern Virginia. He's a motherfucking gatekeeper. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. And for me, like I said, watching him do what he do, I had to motherfucking step back and let this nigga do what he do.
But what I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this not to cut you off, and I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Because we gonna talk about what me and you discussed before we went recording this. So my thing was when I did 30 for 30, I was kind of skeptical. Now I'm gonna just tell everybody this story. Sometimes you gotta just put your dick on the table, pause, and be like, yo, fuck it. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm doing. And this is how I'm giving it up. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm dolo. The only two niggas I had backing me at this shit was my cousin and my man Croc. Those the only two at the time. D-Croc.
Shout out to D-Croc.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, that nigga was with Die For back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a general. Fortune. Yeah. You know D-Croc. That nigga is the nigga. Shout out to D-Croc.
Yeah, so I was skeptical on doing this shit. I was like, all right, cool. Fuck it. I dropped the now, I'm gearing up. Like, I'm not doing no projects. I'm just zoning on freestyles. So I dropped the first one. Because I took a hiatus from social media. Boom. All right. Blocked out. I'm recording. But I'm watching a lot of shit. The bars is coming. I got my own setup. I know how to mix a little bit. Boom. I'm putting this shit together. As I'm putting this shit together, boom. I call my man Drew. Shout out Art Life Drew. I called Drew. I said, hey, bro, I'm ready. So, boom. We shoot the first two. Right? And then we come back and reshoot one from the first two. Then go back and shoot 3 and 4. As I'm dropping the first video, I got 3 in the cut, right?
Yeah, already.
I got 3 in the clip. Boom, I throw the first one out. I'm like, all right, man, all right, if they gonna fuck with it, boom, boom, boom. All right, they fucked with it. I said, okay. That's because they ain't seen me rapping a long time, right?
They just waiting.
All right, so then I dropped the second one. I'm like, all right, they ain't seen me rapping this in a long time, but they fucking with it. And they trying to see if a nigga consistent. Once I did the third video, it was over. Because once a nigga said, oh no, this nigga, I was dropping a video every fucking week.
Yeah. October
the 6th, 2016, right? I dropped video, fuck it. Alley-oop one to my cousin, you dropping for a 7.5. Video, then stopped. Mm-hmm. Whole time I found out my mama was diagnosed with breast cancer.
I remember that.
Nigga, I went fucking harder. I had a girl that I was in love with at the time. I went fucking harder. I ain't with her though, but you know, it is what it is. But a nigga went fucking harder.
Oh, man.
You feel me? Nigga, I came back. Now listen, I just gave you 10 videos from October to December. I came back and fucked them up again with another 10 in March.
Then had another 10.
Then I stopped. Then I dragged the last 10 out enough so it could build up, and that's it. And the only thing I'm telling all y'all artists, nigga, if you feel like this is what you want to do, just do it. Yeah. Because I feel like me personally, like, bruh, like doing a feat like that, it takes a lot out of you.
It does.
Because you really, like, it's like
grinding.
Yeah, like it takes a lot out of you. And this is why I say to this day, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck if I drop a project or not. Because they want to see me run this shit one more time. But that's the thing. They like, my
nigga, if you do the 30 for 30, I'm gonna tell you what you gonna do. You let Prestige Team do 10. You let P Twist do 10. And you let Russell do 10. Like you were saying.
You know what?
Like if you do that, you know what I'm saying? Like
you know what?
Or you can split the Prestige Team because Hurricane can do his 10, I can do my 10.
Right.
Because that's how we roll as a team. Yeah. We don't do everything together. We can do our own our separate joints because that's how we stand. That's the beauty of us. But like if you do that, my nigga, like for real, just get with the local cats.
I feel like this. Right? Me personally, like, and I explained it on this interview why I'm doing what I'm doing with y'all, right? It's because I feel that we have a lot of rappers out here, but a lot of rappers that gonna stay rappers until they get old and die. Niggas is not gonna evolve into other roles and positions that this area needs. You see what I'm saying? Like the problem is you can find an artist that's popping out there, and I guarantee you in the time span he popping, you can't YouTube search a motherfucking interview or nothing of that shit. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, all right. Some people may feel that I was running away, like hopping on this shit. They may feel like I was running away.
Nah, it's a different wave.
It's a different wave, but I will let everybody know I still will bust y'all ass 16 balls or better.
Talk that shit.
Because the last record that niggas see me, the last video niggas saw me in, shout out Master Bolo, was fucking Starting 5.
Yeah.
And then when niggas heard my verse, they was, hold up, man. Hold up. This nigga, that's the nigga that be doing the podcast. Look, you know what I'm saying? But I say that to say this. So me and Black Seas talk. So I'm gonna call this shit, and I'm putting this. This is not me making a Facebook post. This is not me making a tweet. This is not me, saying this and backing out. So this is what I'm gonna do, right? I really like what I'm doing here with this open lanes for everybody to get their shit off. But at the same time, I'm going to go on my last dance mode. So, I'm going to give them 10 projects. And
10 projects?
I'm going to give them 10 projects.
Damn.
Because you got to think.
Oh, hit that goddamn 10 projects.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give y'all, I'm going to
sound like my clip, nigga.
I'm going to give y'all 10. I'm going to give y'all 10 and I'm going to tell y'all why I'm going to give y'all 10. Because if you remember the last dance, it was 10 episodes.
Absolutely.
If y'all want to see me do 30 for 30, this is the Ask of 30 for 30, the last dance. So it's going to be 10 different projects, but it all is the last dance.
Right.
So after these 10 projects, I'm done. So you will get a Granada 2. You will get a ABM 2. I have to do that. A Monday Night Raw 3. You will get the Me and Black Seas EP. You will get other ones, but until then, this is what we on. I'm sticking to it. I'm back on my bullshit.
Oh man,
this is why they call me 1,000 Bars.
Damn, I'm glad I came on this episode. Get that fire lit, goddamn.
But with that,
that's what happens when you have the first producer.
Yeah.
To grace the episodes, that's what happens.
But with that being said, though, let me ask y'all this question. So y'all got me in. Hey, Sheen, can I get a little bit of that Deuce a little bit, bro?
Say, pull your own trouble.
I got you. All right, let me ask y'all this question because it's a part that we ask on the show that has been causing controversy and it's been some shits.
Yo, he about to get with the
I'm
shits.
with the
Is that what you call it? Get with the shits?
Nah, shooting the shit.
Shooting the shits.
All right.
We get with the shits right now, though.
All right. Top 5. What are y'all top 5 albums of all time?
So I'm gonna say this right now. Are we talking hip hop?
That's what I want to know.
Now,
you ain't talking about personal shit. You talking about hip hop? Period.
Your favorite top 5 hip hop albums.
So I'm gonna start out.
All right. So C's, you gonna start first.
30. I think at 30. It's almost Paid in Full is like almost 30 years old right now.
But let me ask you. So you
Eric
said so Paid in Full is one of them.
Paid in Full.
Now let me ask. Now I'm gonna keep that in my head because if you don't say the other album I think you is, I'm gonna ask you something after you say your 5. But go ahead.
I'm gonna say Paid in Full. I'm gonna say people are gonna look at me crazy, but I'm gonna say the Jay-Z Black Album. The Jay-Z Black Album. I'm gonna say Nas Stillmatic. I'm gonna say Tribe, the Low End Theory.
That was the second one or the first one?
That's the second joint.
Okay.
Tribe, Low End Theory. And I got my 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going. Yeah.
That's a fucked up question to ask niggas, bro.
And niggas might be mad. I'm going to go. The goddamn Rick Ross joint. The Rick Ross that had Andre 3000 on that joint. What was that? Deeper Than Rap?
Yeah, I think
no is God Forgives I Don't. Niggas might be mad at me about the Ross joint, but that motherfucker was a classic. Laid out. That nigga had Andre 3000. He had Dre on that joint.
Yeah, that's God Forgives I Don't. Yeah.
Yeah, he had
Dre,
J. God
so
damn.
let me ask you this question, right?
And the goddamn.
So you say Air B and Rakim, Paid in Full,
because you can play that motherfucker.
Low End Theory, Tribe.
Yep.
Stillmatic, Nas.
Yep.
God Forgives I Don't. And the other one was what? Black Album. All right.
Black Album. Yep.
I'm surprised you don't got Illmatic on there or 36 Chambers.
I know.
Well, here's the thing.
If what you going, Stillmatic, I don't know, because Illmatic would have been.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
The reason why Illmatic is not on there is a dope fucking album. Like to me, it's still a top 20 album of all time.
Right.
Even I even say top 10, but when you go into that shit was mad dirty from like a just listening point. You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about from? Are you talking about from
engineering?
Like engineering and a sonically point, right? Yeah.
Sonically.
Yeah.
So, but when he did that Stillmatic and that nigga came back with Ether and all that other shit, that nigga Nas it was like he created, like, we thought Nas was done at that point.
Yeah.
And that nigga just came through.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
On some other shit. And it was just like, if you really go back and listen to that album, that shit is on some next level shit. Stillmatic. Now, the reason why I didn't put the 36 Chambers, like, I love that album, but sonically, that shit was incorrect.
I mean, you look at the show, you look at how they was recording, so.
Yeah. I mean, and it's no disrespect. I love that shit. Now, I could have put Cuban Links in there because that shit is a dope-ass album.
Definitely.
But if I'm going to go with any Wu project, I'm going with Supreme Clientele. Ghost. I'm going with Supreme Clientele. That's the tightest. That shit hard. That shit, as far as any Wu album, like anybody.
That shit was hard. That shit was hard.
Motherfucker. That Supreme Clientele.
So let me ask you this. So you got that. So let's run it back. Paid in Full.
Paid in Full. Number one. If you play, this motherfucker's almost, what? When did that came out? That came out in 87.
Yeah.
87 came out Paid in Full. I can still play, I got Soul in the Club right now. And that
still jump.
That joint, like he got like 4 or 5 joints off that album that still jump to this day.
All right, so we got
from 87.
So we got Paid in Full, Low End Theory,
Black Album,
God Forgives I Don't,
And people don't look at
Hold
me
on,
crazy
hold
when I
on,
say God
hold on,
forgives
hold
all.
on, hold on. Paid in Full, Low End Theory, Black Album.
God forgives all though.
It's Stillmatic. Okay, Stillmatic and God Forgives Me. Okay, cool. That's okay, cool. Siah,
Decent lineup.
what's your 5?
Huh. Who I'm gonna start with? I'm gonna start with Pac. So I'm gonna say Machiavelli. You know what I mean? Very crucial to me. Then I'm gonna go to X and I'm gonna say Flesh of My Flesh.
I think. Hold on. I think. Now the funny thing is, before you get to the next 3, I remember Neat had All Eyes on Me in his joint.
Yes,
And
I could have went there.
And I think Bang had Flesh of My Flesh in that joint.
Yeah.
And one of his. But go ahead. I think. I can't remember. It's been so long.
Alright. So I went Pac X. And, definitely gotta go with Wayne on the Carter, the first one, the original Carter.
Okay.
My first fucking CD, Doggy Style. Gotta get Snoop his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit was anticipated when that motherfucker came out. That was
That's
a whole different problem right there.
That's a problem for real.
I gotta get Snoop his shit, like real life. And I'm kind of jumbled on the last one. Maybe Yuck Mouth Regime.
God,
That's
damn,
different. That's
Whoa.
different. That's different.
I gotta give you that. He had me in the zone, bro. Like, he had me in the zone.
Like that's a different album. That's different. And I said it like
niggas don't get that nigga. Some niggas like Scarface should have been in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Scarface, yeah, Scarface.
It's a few niggas I could have threw in there.
It's hard.
But of the ones that really I roll with, like I listened to for fucking months and weeks at a time, I remember.
That's the crazy thing about Scarface. Scarface is never really in nobody's top 5 or top 10. But that nigga is a top 5 or top 10. Period.
Face is that dude. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like I know a couple good men from the city. Scarface is all they. Scarface and Devin the dude. That's all they listen.
That's all they listen to. I fuck with Devin too though.
So let's, shout out Devin too. So let's run this back. So you got Machiavelli,
for sure.
Flesh of My Flesh.
Damn, that's it.
Carter 1.
We definitely
Doggy Style.
Indeed.
And Yuck Mouth Regime.
Come on, man.
All right, so let me jump off that. You know what I'm saying? Jump off that. Now, with that being said, it's like the top 5. Like, and the reason why I say these top 5 is because it resonates in your music. You see what I'm saying? Like if you asking somebody like their top 5, like with you, like when we run through Paid in Full, Low End Theory, Black Album, Stillmatic, you know what I'm saying? God Forgives I Don't. You know what I'm saying? You can see how your production
was influenced.
But the thing about it is, those albums that you named, you can hit a point off of each of them albums, and you can make a record just like each one of those albums you stated.
Yeah.
When you name these albums, Carter 1, Machiavelli, Yuck Mouth, Flesh of My Flesh, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'll be honest with niggas, that Flesh of My Flesh was like that.
It was.
But it's not fucking with Dark as Hell is High. That's just how I feel.
I ain't gonna say you ain't got a point.
X.
It's just when what resonates with me is where I was in life, and how it walked me through, like you know how music, you will hear something and it'll take you back to the time that when that shit came out, or whatever situation you was going through, you kind of feel that you remember that it's like a nostalgia type of shit. Yeah. So those ones like resonate with me, but I can go on with
that's the thing. I can go on. That's hard.
I can go
bring
on
it down to 5.
Those are the ones that just popped in my head.
But the thing about it is with these 5s that's popping in, with these 5 records that just popped out, you know, just on the spot.
Yeah,
these are hard records. Yeah. These are hard albums, you know what I'm saying? Right, so let me ask y'all this, like this. When y'all when y'all niggas is creating, and it's a 2-part question. Well, it's a half and half question, not 2-part. As a producer, Black Caesar, what's your goal when you're making these beats? And Siah, what's your goal when you're making these projects?
Before you got here, me and Siah had a very interesting conversation. Mm-hmm. For me, the way that I look at my production, I look at myself as, goddamn, if you're doing a movie,
like a
someone
score,
that's doing a score,
right.
You know, and the artist is really coming up with the script. That's what I look at. Like when I do beats, I like to get to know the artist. Like I'm not that type of person that could just send you like 10, 15 beats like a lot of cats do. Mm-hmm. I want to sit down and talk to you. I want to see where your mind is at. I want to see what you're thinking so we can create a story. Personally, myself and my boy Dami Dow Jones, one of the best projects that I did, and we kind of fell out afterwards, but we good now.
Yeah.
During COVID was Growing Pains, and that was something that we sat right in my living room, which is over there, and we sat down and we talked about the records. We came up with X, Y, Z. It's like I felt like, yo, I'm going to give you the playbook. A lot of my beats already have hooks in them. Like I'm going to just assist you, and all you got to do is just dunk it.
Right. Got you.
That's the way I come off. I don't like to necessarily do, I'm going to send you 10 beats. Like, a lot of cats like, oh, send me some beats. Well, no, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think about the classic albums, these cats sat down with each other. Like, when Michael and Quincy got together and did Thriller, and Off the Wall, they sat down, they talked. Mm-hmm. They knew each other. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they got the chemistry together. So I can't make a dope record with somebody if I'm not really sitting down with them. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, you got to vibe.
You got vibe. That's me as a producer. I can slide you beats. I can be a beat marker all day. But when it comes down to production and me coming together with the project, I want to take you outside of your zone. You might be thinking of something you might hear a beat that you never thought about doing, but I'm going to push it on you and say, hey, look, I see this in you.
Yo, like, I'm going to keep it honest. I'm going to keep it 110. There's a lot of beats that Black Ceasar has gave niggas, and niggas done bullshit on. I can attest that I've done bullshit a couple on a couple tracks. Mm-hmm. And then when you hear other niggas on them, you be like, damn it, I should have got on that shit.
Why the fuck I ain't do it?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah.
I'm a visionary. Mm-hmm. Like, when I tell people I'm a visionary. And if cats don't get with it, it's all good. I'm not mad at cats.
Right.
But for me, it's a whole artistic process. Like, I don't want to just give you beats. I want to get in your mind. I want to see where you're coming from. I want to see what you're talking about.
Right.
So we can make something that resonates, that's going to last. Because if you think of the best records are resonated with shit that lasts. It has content. Mm-hmm. I can throw you something and you just rap over it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit.
You know what I'm saying? But it's here and gone.
Yeah.
But I can literally, if you go to it's not my first album, but if you go to the baddest motherfucker on earth, I guarantee you all of them shits can hang with anything that's out right now. If you go to my other joint, Hip Hop is Real, Niggas is Fake. Mm-hmm. That shit can resonate with anything that's going on right now. Even the joint that I kind of scattered out because it was COVID and I hadn't put no joints on, the last joint.
I think it was harder, not to cut you off, I think it was harder for us artists, to put an album out during COVID. Because niggas, I felt like niggas was scrambling for any type of money at that time.
But here's the thing, though. My last project that I put out, I put that motherfucker out, guess what? There's shits on that motherfucker that's 10 years old that niggas is rocking with.
Word.
Because the music, if the music is tight and it's dope and it's concepted, it's going to last. Mm. That's what a lot of artists don't get. You got to tell the story. It's all storytelling. Like, if you got a great story and people can resonate, just like I can just sit there, like we was talking about top 5 albums. Mm-hmm. The reason why I can fuck with Paid in Full is because when I listen to Rakim, I came in the door. I said it before. I never let... Like, that shit resonates with me. You know what I'm saying?
So that shit ain't going nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all
resin is always there. If everybody don't know, resin is always there. Clean your bowl out. Resin is always there.
I'm going to go back and go back to. It's going to bring me back to a certain time point in my life So that's what the cats don't get. It's like when you do this music, man, you got to make that shit to the point where it's going to resonate with niggas for years. Mm-hmm. I can put out shit right now. I got records right now that I could put out that was done 10, 20, 30 years ago that would still hang because it resonates with
still
what
good
people
money
like.
Today.
And that's the way it should be. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I mean
good. Nah, you good, you good. So then the question is, like, Siah, what's your goal when you making these projects?
What he was just talking about for the last 10 minutes? Mm-hmm. Timeless music.
Timeless
Timeless
what
music.
What you trying to do?
I need timeless music. I want this shit. I want, if you hear it today, or if you hear it 5 years from now, or 10 years from now, or 10 years from yesterday, backwards, that it still makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Also a message. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people just make music and it don't got nothing behind it, some substance. When I grew up, you know what I'm saying, in every song it was some type of lesson you learned at the end of the day. You know, just like watching an old ass show or something, an old sitcom. Like by the time the joint was finished, you got a lesson out of it. You learned something. Mm-hmm. You pulled something out of it. You actually related to something within it or something like that. I want that, but I want that within different generations because I feel like it's a generational pull right now. So I feel like my music should resonate, as you would say, to several different generations. And if my kids can listen to it, that's 14 years old, and my aunt can listen to it, that's 10 years older than me, and somebody can listen to it that's my age, somebody else can listen to it that's in their late 20s. I feel like I cover, 4 generations. If they all can relate to it some type of way and get a message out of it, that's the point of everything. And plus, it's therapeutic to me. For real, I do it just to get, my therapeutic shit on. Like, it's right. Shit off my chest. If I don't do it, I feel off balance. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I gotta do music. I have to. So it don't matter if nobody else listens to me or, generate to my music or not. You know what I mean? But I feel like I can touch people if it's just pushed out to the masses. If it's pushed out, somebody gonna listen. Somebody gonna catch something within everything. And if I change one life, that's enough for me.
And let's just say if it's dope, my nigga. I was listening to some shit that I forgot that we did with you and Beware, Savage and the Beast. I listened to that shit like 3 days ago. Yeah. And that motherfucker still hold motherfucking weight because they was spitting lyrics. The beat was tight. I can put that shit out. I can put that shit out right now. They probably wouldn't want me to. But but on Real Spill, I can put that shit out. They would not know if they did that. That was over 10 years. Over 10 years ago. Or if they did it now, they would not know.
But see, my thing is
timeless music.
But see, my thing about it is when y'all do the timeless music thing, and I think that's everybody trying to do is like stand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want that music to
current event is going to expire.
No, well, that, but also you also want your music to, grow. Because, like, I
want somebody to listen to it 10 years from now and be like, yo, that joint's still tight.
Yeah, that joint's still a joint. So, but I think the goal is good and everything. But, yo, man, we've been on this joint for an hour and 15 minutes, bro.
What we gonna do now?
I don't mind. No, hold on. No,
you can shut it down.
No, hold on. Hour 15 minutes. And I'm just dressing it up. Like, I just need to know, like, what does 2023 got for the Prestige team, Black Caesar, Siah? What does 2023 and beyond hold for y'all? And what do y'all have in store for this shit?
You go first. You got over 100 albums. Yeah. You got over 100 beats. I mean, not beats, but 100 songs right now. You got over 100 songs.
Every 51 days, and I got like a month and like 10 days from the last project. Every 51 days, I'm dropping the project all the way to the end of the year. I got to get it out of the system. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got to. I just want to give people a rate, you know what I'm saying? And through this transition of this last year, I've been through a lot of different stages of my life. You know what I'm saying? Strong points in my life. I lost my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry to hear that.
Car accident. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my baby, right here. You know what I mean? Lost my best friend. I lost a lot. So my transition in music is different than
like therapy.
Yeah, it's very different than where it started. It's a lot of emotion. It's a roller coaster. I do what the beat say do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they ain't gotta look forward to just being one style the whole damn time. And that what one style the whole damn time is not gonna rock. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the beat say do, I'm gonna do. And they got a lot of, I would say, nostalgic music. Like, I executive produced a lot of these beats. So I came up with the concept of them. I didn't build them myself, you know what I'm saying? Thanks to C's and definitely 100% the Hurricane, you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas kept me on point, you know what I'm saying? But I came up with a lot of ideas. These were beats that meant something to me as growing up. And just in simple points in my life, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be movie shit, whether it be other music shit. It's a lot of shit that's going to come out within the next 5 months, bro. It's crazy.
That's what I'm talking
crazy.
About.
I mean, you know, I go off of 5-1 anyway, so every 51 days. Yeah. It's something to it. Yeah. 51 miles from Richmond, 51 miles from D.C. Yeah. Fredericksburg, we dead center.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Plus 851 is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an alien shit. Don't nobody know about it. Don't nobody know about us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It got a whole lot of meanings behind it. 5 niggas from 5 different states started one joint, you know what I'm saying, originally. So, you know what I mean? I just know it's going to jump off. And as long as people listen, that's why it's called Listen to It King. As long as people listen. A lot of people hear music, but they don't listen to it. You know what I'm saying? They not really listening to the lyrics. They checking the beat. They might fuck with the hook or something, but they not really checking out what somebody said. Like, most of the shit I say got multiple meanings to it. It ain't just a little, one word thing. You know what I'm saying? You hear it, you hear it. If you listening, you listening. Right. You gonna catch it or you not. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm a hip hop head, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lyrical type person, so I just want motherfuckers just to listen. Okay. And I hope I got their attention just with the first project, Listen to a King. You know what I'm saying? Shhhhh on everything, all platforms. I just hope the niggas just check it out. You know what I'm saying? As long as they give me an ear, give me a strong ear. If you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it. Everything ain't for everybody. But if you do fuck with it, wait till the next jump, because all it's gonna do is build and get stronger. I'm telling you. I just kept recording, so it's just more shit, and I'm still recording every fucking week, every Wednesday. 2 hours, 2 hours a motherfucking week.
But at Twist,
for a whole motherfucking
shit, boy. Shout out to P Twist, because we gotta get Twist on this motherfucker. Let's get Twist on this motherfucker. We gotta get Twist on this, because I'm gonna tell you right now, what niggas don't want to admit, what niggas don't. Lot of niggas.
Oh man.
From this area, my area, and nigga, listen.
They don't want to give me shit.
Nigga, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. Everybody and their mama, if you my age or younger, maybe about 3 years or younger, everybody used to record with Twist.
If they still not,
look, right now, Twist got it cranking right now. Shout out to Twist.
Twist.
Let's give Twist his flowers. When Twist, what was the name of the studio when he was in Woodbridge?
Sound Room.
He was in Sound Room.
That's when I met the nigga. The upstairs joint?
Yeah.
This nigga Twist had niggas battling for position in his studio. Niggas was coming to Twist and battling. Twist has been
for studio time?
No, these niggas would just be in the studio. Just battling. Like, he might be here, and another nigga might be here, and they in the studio at the same time, and they would battle at Twist joint in Woodbridge. And he wasn't like, Twist was like. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna always give love.
That big ass booth he had. Look, he had like 10 niggas in his booth.
I'm always give love. And one day I'm gonna put the documentary out.
Yeah, you said you was gonna do something like that.
Yeah, one day I'm gonna put the documentary out of this area in hip hop, because we have our own story and everything like that. Yeah, we haven't blown to the stratosphere like some niggas, but it's a deep, rich, rooted.
The reason why niggas
Twist, when you went to that motherfucking studio, you had to be sharp.
Oh yeah, you had to the go.
You had to be sharp.
The go.
Because he was ready to go as soon as you jumped in.
Yeah. No, because I'm gonna tell you right now with Twist joint. Because I've been knowing Twist. I'm 39 years old. Damn, I done told everybody I'm 39 years old. Still legit. You know what I'm saying? Black don't crack though. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I was going to Twist. I was going to Twist. This the funny thing is, rest in peace, my nigga Dog Nuts, right? So
Rest in peace, yeah.
Yeah, so my nigga Dog Nuts was, and him and Bolo was in a group. This was Frontline. Mm-hmm. And I remember it was my birthday weekend. I was just turning 21, right? So nigga Bolo called Dog Nuts. He said, "Hey man, pull up to the studio." He said, "Yo, I'm with RO with this." I don't know if I was going by RO at the time. I don't know. He was like, "I'm with Rodney." I don't know what I'm saying. Boom. It's 2005 and shit. So we pull up to the joint. Me, my nigga Philly Cannon, my nigga Adi, Bolo already there, nigga D Double, Twist in the joint. This is my first time going to the sound. All right? Because, you got the joint right there. Then he got the big ass booth where you, you said, Sheen. Like they said, something yo, you can fit 10 niggas in there.
No bullshit.
There's been sessions where
everybody in the background.
No. All the folks from Longview. Shout out all the Longview joints. All my Longview people. Niggas used to go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? They used to go to the studio. And I niggas would pop up or whatever, but I would just hear the stories. And then one time I came in on a session and I saw it. And it was you could you would have a nigga rhyming in the booth, but then you would have other 5 or 6 other niggas in the booth.
Yeah.
But they shit.
Yes. Vibing.
Just vibing off the shit. And when P Twist had the other room, that's what PK was in, and the shit was lit. But then, niggas couldn't have shit in Woodbridge. And niggas was niggas lunch and them. Shout out to everybody though.
I'm gonna tell you,
no bullshit.
If we going back, I'm gonna go to the early '90s. The first official joint in the area was in Occoquan. This was Neptune Studios. White boy named Max. That's when we was recording.
Right.
This is in the early '90s. White boy named Max will put your shit together. Mm-hmm. Real spill. We had Neptune Studios. Then we had Depth Charge with Team Demo, and then Twist came around. Mm-hmm. If motherfuckers like I said, when I do this documentary, it's shit that niggas don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? How shit got started. This is it was levels to this shit. Mm-hmm. How we got to where we are. Even if you look at the reason why a lot of niggas my nigga Majesty was official.
Hold on. I'm gonna keep this 100. And it's funny that we talking about Madge.
Majesty was official.
Madge still recording.
I know he is. He told me. That's my nigga. I was in high school with me and this nigga the same grade. Yeah. We got the same, my name is Herring Cowan, but he's a Herring. Yeah. So I always call that nigga, I was yeah, you my black as fuck cousin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga, he was official. When Majesty came out in Woodbridge and he came and he did the Garfield talent show, this nigga, he came to Garfield. This is when you could go to other schools and be in the talent show. Yeah. It's not your school. Yeah. This nigga had the dancers Big Daddy Kane. This is another nigga before after Rasan Bird, Majesty influenced me. It was him, Keno, and goddamn Big Head Tony, Big Tony.
Now.
But when they but when they was doing anything, rest in peace, I believe Terry was one of the dancers. This nigga had the dancers, they had the canes. Mm. This nigga came out like Big Daddy Kane. Majesty was the Big Daddy Kane in goddamn Woodbridge in '92. Real spill.
The funny thing is, now I'm gonna tell you this right now, because the thing with Madge, me and
I could rap his ass off.
Now I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I need to close it out with you with this question too. With Madge, when I talk about because he records with me, you know what I'm saying, and how he put even from a production standpoint. This nigga's like a fucking mad scientist.
Oh. I'm gonna give you a story.
All right, go ahead.
Me and my nigga Chuck, which is, at the time he was Smurf, we was Impact Players. We was rapping. He was from New York, but he would come back and forth. Yeah. To goddamn Woodbridge. He went to Garfield. Right. Majesty, before I started producing, was one of my producers. It was a white boy in Dale City. I don't even remember the white boy's name. Right. But the white boy had the goddamn... The
MP and shit?
Yeah. Majesty beat out a Bob James sample for me and my boy Chuck, and we did a joint right there on the spot. Later on, when I started producing, this nigga fell into me. I got some joints. It's a joint called When I'm Gone. We used a Jones Girl sample. And we was talking about the state of hip-hop. Like, that shit, like, I'm thinking about releasing it because I want to do, like, a joint, like, just from the 90s and the early 2000s and shit that was done. But Majesty, when I say Majesty is that wordsmith, that producer, that nigga can get in any role.
Listen.
And niggas sleep on him.
Listen.
But that nigga's one of the dopest niggas in the area. If he really decided to put out a project, and he got joints with Double O Schizo, he got joints with me. If this nigga really decided to put out a motherfucking project, that nigga at this age, he was still hit. I'm telling y'all right now, that's my nigga. I've known this nigga since the early 90s. When this nigga was doing it, like this nigga, like I said, once again, this was a nigga that I'm looking up at. Like, yo, this nigga, like, I was never the best rapper. I consider myself like a Charles Barkley of rap. Like,
Charles Barkley, but Charles Barkley got buckets though.
Yeah.
He Hall of Fame though.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can spit some bars and this, that, and the third, but production later on became my thing. But this nigga can spit his ass off. Majesty can spit his ass off if he really focused on doing it. I don't know why he's never really done it.
I'm just.
But that's my nigga. But if you got some shit,
I can't. You gotta talk to Match.
I want to see that shit come out.
Like I'm gonna tell you right now because I know they got the Ill Bless thing going
Oh,
on.
look! Shout out to Ill Bless. Shout out to Rudo, Robbie. What's my
Big Tone. Like, hold on. I can't really put it like this.
Robbie was a monster back.
Hold on. Robbie's still cooking now.
Robbie, like, if y'all don't know, Robbie was in motherfucking Above the Rim. Yes, he was in Above the Rim. When they did that scene where Cass was going and dunking, and they was playing YZ So Far, Robbie was in Above the Rim. Like, when I tell you I know the history of what's going on in Woodbridge, all this, I know the history. It's a documentary that needs to be made. Robbie was in Above the Rim. Ill Bless.
All right, so look, we gonna wrap this up because I already know. Look, 2020.
You have to come back.
2023, nigga, Black C's gonna put the gonna work on. Hold up, in 2023, C's gonna start working on this goddamn documentary.
We're gonna do the documentary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a project with RO.
Yeah. It's part of the Last Dance saga, but
whoever else is trying to do stuff, I'm gonna come out and we're gonna do this joint. Hurricane, like right now, we about to dabble in R&B. This nigga got 3 R&B bras right now.
Team.
Yeah.
Oh, can I? Before we go, can I break down like why, like how the Prestige team came into being?
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna give y'all. This is story time. So story time with Black Caesar. I've been doing this joint for a minute. I'd always heard of Hurricane. Hurricane at the time had an ill crew. And he was working with, at the time she's called Ladace, y'all know as Lady Nix.
Yeah.
They were doing their thing. My boy Chuck, which is in New York, he was going by Smurf. He brought me Hurricane's beats. And this is when he was dealing with Kyle, KY for Killer. Killer Kyle.
Kyle, that nigga was nice.
And he was nice. And
his shit was on the radio.
But at this time, I personally still wanted to rap.
Right.
Hurricane started working with us. Me and my boy Smurf, we became the Impact Players.
Right.
Fast forward a little bit.
Yeah.
With the Impact Players, I'm still rhyming. We come out the studio and everything, and Hurricane gave me an epiphany moment. He said, yo, you nice as an MC, but you are a monster as a producer. You should focus in on producing. And at that time, I didn't have any equipment. Kane put me on to getting my first, like, the ASR. He was kind of a mentor in that.
But you had an SP 1200 too?
No, at the time, when I was going to the studio, I was going in and working with whatever was in the studio. Yeah, because I bring my records in.
Reason why I was asking about the SP, because I know a little bit about production.
Yeah.
But I know for all the boom bap hierarchy, the SP1200 is God.
Well, no, actually, I'm sorry. I never got one, but before that, in Virginia, all the niggas was using the ASR-10. The reason being is because the ASR-10 has a certain sound. So if you listen to a lot of Virginia producers, we're in the pocket because we're in the DMV.
Yeah.
We're go-go. Like, that's my sound. Like, I'm always in the pocket. Like, you hear 4-bar loops,
Okay.
I stay in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? But Kane told me, he was like, yo, we was sitting in the car. He said, yo, you dope as an MC, but you need to focus in on being a producer. And it kind of hurt me for a second.
Yeah.
I had to think about it. I was like, yo, I am a dope ass producer, and I have been doing it.
I am.
But I was still kind of rapping.
Yeah, you still chasing
But I had
rap.
a family, I had other stuff like that.
Right.
So that's how we kind of started, and we got together, and then he brought me into the fold. He showed me at the time he had Big Cat. We started doing showcases at the Spotlight, XYZ, bringing cats down. They came out, Big Cat, you know what I'm saying, Sheem, all of them, like we was doing our thing. And then a little bit later, me and this nigga, we created a bond. That's like my brother, like my big brother. So at that point, he was like, yo, he put me on the Fruity Loops. Like, I still had the ASR thing. I mean, what you call it?
Right.
Like, yo, do this. So this nigga, he hit me to that. And then as time went on, he was doing his joint EOS. I was doing, at the time, Effervescence, and not Effervescence. I forgot what I was called at the time, but I ended up switching to Black Capitalist.
Okay.
So I went ahead and switched to Black Capitalist, and then later on we became the Alpha Movement. That was everybody that fell under the umbrella. I think he was Alpha Movement at one time. For a short stint, you was Black Capitalist and Apple.
Yeah. I think
for a short stint, like we was trying to.
Y'all
we trying to bring everybody in, and at that time, like I don't give a fuck what nobody say. As far as when it comes to production game, we have been consistent. There's some niggas that put out some great records and everything like that, and I'm not taking them from nobody. We had the largest goddamn beat battle in Northern Virginia.
See. That's why. Hold up, but
we had the largest beat battle.
Hold up, but before we talk about that, because we about to, you know what I'm saying.
We got to wrap it up, but I'm trying to get a history of where.
Go ahead.
So we did that. Time was going on. I'm a big wrestling buff.
Yeah,
I love wrestling. Wrestling has always been synonymous before this Griselda shit. Wrestling was always synonymous with hip hop with me. So I hear Ric Flair. At the time, we're the Alpha Movement. He says, you got to have the prestige. I was like, goddamn, the prestige team. Now, this is before I even bought the King. So if you go back and look on social media, back before the prestige team existed, I was shouting that shit out like 4 years prior.
Right.
The prestige team, because for me, it's like I wanted like that goddamn 4 horsemen of producers. And then finally it clicked. Kane was like, yo, the prestige team, that's hot.
It works.
It works.
It works.
And the thing is and the reason I took the time to say this is because we don't celebrate our brothers, our partners, our business partners like we should. Kane is not here, but vice versa, like the way that we've done things. Although I might not necessarily like I said, he did 90% of the Siah project. I did 1 track on that joint.
Yeah.
But we put our names on that because we are bonded. Because I might give this nigga an idea. He gives me an idea. Like, he sent me a sample today.
Yeah.
Yo, like, that's what we do. We are brothers. And people don't understand that. It's like, as individuals, we're great.
Yeah.
But we can still conglomerate and be great. And we can do it separately, but we work good together. Like that's the beautiful shit. Like I can't say that with friends and music. Like I had so many people go through my life, man. Like real life. Yeah. But this nigga's been around for over 20 years of over 20 years of my life.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? And he's still around, and vice versa. Like if that nigga needs something, like I'm coming.
So it is a team. It's a prestige team.
Prestige team. But yeah, man.
I'm sorry, I ain't mean to take up your show.
Nah. I
gotta give flowers to my nigga.
It ain't
because
it ain't you taking up the time, bro. Trust me.
I've always done production, but I still probably would have been chasing the dream of being rapper. I'm about to come back out for y'all niggas though. I'm doing this. I'm doing this Ordinance Story project, monologues of a villain, and I'm also doing goddamn midlife crisis. I got 3 albums waiting because I feel like at this point niggas ain't.
That's what I'm talking about.
Niggas ain't doing what they need to do as far as rapping.
I feel like, you know, me personally, you know, chopping it up with y'all first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to the meat and potatoes of this shit. Hold up. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Feed the Culture Mix Show. Feed the Culture Mix Show.
Yes, Feed the Culture.
You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
All that.
Everything.
Yo. Siah.
Threads.
Let them know where they can find you at.
Yeah, all you gotta do is SiahShhhh.com. Sign on.
Yeah,
I'm on all platforms.
On
every damn thing. You can go on anything and get mine. Go ahead and holler at it. Listen to a king. And listen. Don't just hear it. A lot of people hear it.
A series.
Listen. It's a series.
It's a whole King series coming out.
It's coming. It's a series. It's just like everything you watch on Netflix. It's gonna be more series to it. It's up. This the first series. It's another series coming every 51 days, and we about a third of the way in. So another half away. You know what I'm talking about?
Let them know where they can find you at.
If we on Instagram, it's OG Black Ceasar. If we on goddamn we got new Threads now. I think Threads is OG.
Yeah, Threads will be the same shit. Yeah,
all of that shit is OG Black Ceasar until you get to my government name, which is
we ain't got to do all of that.
I'm an old head. I'll be on Facebook.
I'm about to get his social security number taken. Right on that.
Yeah, Javon Cowan on on Facebook. So I mean, it is what it is. Like,
man, you know where he live at.
Yeah, but all this new stuff, man, be tripping me out. Like
that.
What they got? Goddamn, it's too much, man.
But with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I think we had a good time, a good vibe, a good everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
At the end of the day, it took me to have an interview with one of my OGs to tell me I need to get back in the game, and I'm going through with this last dance type shit.
If you don't mind me saying,
go ahead.
He is officially, because he was a lot of times cats would look at myself and say OG. And they would say, he's Big Bro. At this point, my nigga, you are OG. You are certified OG at this point. Mm-hmm. Embrace it.
Appreciate that.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly speaking, like, at first I kind of felt like it was like, y'all call me the old dude, but I embraced it. But at this point, man, you are OG. You're representing for the culture. Yeah. I definitely want you to be a part of, because you know a lot of these young cats, some stuff that I don't know, but when I finally do decide to get down and do this documentary, I'm gonna need your input.
I got you.
Definitely an OG. You're definitely an OG in the game in this area.
I appreciate that.
So you've earned your stripes. I love you. I respect
love is
you.
love. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I respect everything you're doing, and I'm proud of you. Like,
appreciate that.
You might not say that, but I'm proud of you what you're doing, and I appreciate you pushing the culture forward.
I appreciate that. And if I ain't had good men like y'all to keep me motivated. You know what I'm saying? The talks that we done had, you bringing a new life into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Another chapter into this book that we call Northern Virginia Rap. You know what I'm saying? So we in here. But you know what it is? This is it. Mm-hmm. And we was over here. Big FTC, big Apex shit. We was over here shooting this shit with Black Seas and Siah. Let me load it up.